Today is April 9th, 2025, but we're going to pretend like it's April 8th, 2025. And then after that, we're going to pretend like it's April 7th, 2025. Because my strategy has changed, I desire to do these recordings one day after they are meant to be uploaded. It takes off a little bit of that late stress because it's already late. And it was supposed to be uploaded yesterday. However, I have been betrayed by my video editor, once known as Olive, now known as Dead to Me. I'm going to open these blinds. Wow, it's bright outside. Not a damn cloud in the sky. It's meant to be 50 flat all week. Just a ungodly gorgeous week to be alive. Yeah, no, I recorded 30 minutes of audio for this last Deda, and it all came out flat. The levels were flat. There was no audio at all. Checked to see if my mic was on. It was. Input was on. It was. I switched the input off and then on again back to the mic. Tried to re-record. Program immediately crashed. It has been completely and 1000% reliable up until this point. I've tried consistently to get it to recognize my mic, which it has done in the past perfectly fine before, and to record over a speed paint like this, which has done perfectly fine before. Now it is just not working, and I refuse to troubleshoot. I ain't got time for that. So back here we are, back in Caden Live. I tried Caden Live. I almost liked it, but then stopped liking it because I absolutely loathe the way you're supposed to keyframe in this program. I just absolutely hate it. But, you know, I need to record. So that's what we're doing now. Maybe I'll give this program another chance. I do quite like software made by Katie, like their Krita. I don't hate their video editor. I'm just not very fond of it. Um, my mistake. I was about to have a hernia because the visual indicators that Caden gives me that it is recording have just completely stopped. The audio levels are not moving. I see no preview of the waveform, but it does appear that I am recording. Yes, I am recording. Okay, so I'm going to try to... I was going to let this be a longer one, because this is a longer drawing, and I'm actually very happy with this pinup, more than I am with the other ones. It's in style. It fills up a lot of the space of the canvas. I find it difficult to find very good poses that are taken in landscape. A majority of them are portrait. They're of standing up people or laying down from a almost a POV angle. But landscape is just nicer to draw. I just happened to get lucky and find one for this one. Hopefully look for more in the future. But I'm going to try to wrap this up quick because I would like to not re-record a whole episode's worth of dialogue again. So I'm just gonna go over a few things that I went over in the original Deda, kind of summarize them up for you, and then I'll just get started in the next one because I'm already 2 days behind. I talked about the Trump tariffs, but I did it in a very cute and funny way, or I would say the Trump tariffs, and then I would do an extraordinarily long pause like that. I did it. The first 2 times weren't funny, and then the next 8 were really really funny. Um, but obviously you can't hear that. So yeah, I was just talking about 104 tariff tax on China is absolutely insane. But if it gets us anywhere closer towards the end goal of making more stuff in America, then well, I was gonna say I'm along for the ride, but I'm already along for the ride. There's no stopping it. Um, I hope it just gets us closer to making more things in America because I quite like that. I quite like that reality. I do think it's going to be a rough anywhere from 5 or 6 months to 8 or 10 years. I think it's going to be F wording rough. That's all I have to say about that bull mess. Um, Coffee break. I don't have my water bottle with me. We're doing a coffee break. See, now that I just had that sip of coffee, now we're on a very strict time limit because the coffee shits are about to come in like real hot. So, please, 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 this is something else I echoed. Please, 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 for the love of God. I mean, I guess it's too late now because the tariffs just took an effect last night. But please, please, please don't panic buy. It's just not worth panic buying. It's not worth panicking. It's not worth even making a commotion over anything. It's happening and there's nothing that we can do about it. And panicking does nothing but waste yours and everybody else's time and energy. Uh, just focus it on focusing on what focus all the energy on things that you already have and loving and appreciating them. Because material objects are about to get weird, I think. That being said, I did purchase some things. I did not panic buy, but I did purchase some things that I've been meaning to buy that I knew for a fact were made in China, things that I would want something of that I don't already have. Purchased one of them. I didn't bulk buy. Please don't bulk buy either, unless you're already bulk buying like I don't know, like meat and toilet paper and stuff. But that's just completely and unbelievably unrelated. Um, so yeah, I mean, like don't like if you know like storage is gonna go up because a lot of storage is made in China. Don't bulk buy like a zillion billion gigabytes of storage when you already have enough. Leave some for the rest of us. Or I mean, unless you're gonna resell it at a fair price. Maybe I'm getting too in depth with it. I don't think anybody's gonna go through this effort. But I did purchase a few things. Purchase a new mic. Purchase some in-ear earbuds because I only have two pairs of headphones lying around my house. So and I had a very nice pair of KZ earbuds. Got recommended them by a channel called Dank Pods. I quite liked them. I liked that they were repairable. I like that. I love the look of them. I've lost them. I have no not an inkling of an idea of where they could possibly be. So I ordered another pair because I quite like those earbuds. I'll just be sure to take extra good care of these ones that are coming in. Excuse me. Here comes the coffee burps. New mic, cable for the mic. Instead of an interface, I'll be using the Zoom H1N because it has that capability. So I got to save about $40 on what I was going to buy an interface when I already have one right here. Got a screen for the mic. I got dock for the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is coming in today. I'm quite excited. I'm debating whether or not I want to rush out an April drawing because our next character is April and then spin the wheel and then immediately draw on the Steam Deck, or if I just want to wait until the Steam Deck comes in and draw on that for the April drawing. I think I might do the former. Because I did get the Steam Deck because portable Street Fighter, portable Persona 5 Royal, portable Zomboid, and portable Mario Kart. Those are the four games that I want to bring with me everywhere. However, I find it, at least for me in my situation, an extraordinarily much more portable device than something like my laptop. And on paper, it looks like everything checks out all in one cable, only has one USB-C output that outputs everything exactly what I need. I have a Huion Canvas 13 that has an all-in-one cable and the all-in-one cable capabilities. Heard it works fine on Linux. All the software that I use to create is native to Linux, actually. Krita used to be Olive, but now Kden Live, Blender, LMMS, all that stuff works fine on Linux, I hear. I heard all that stuff was made for Linux, so not too bothered by that at all. And what else? What else? What else? What else? Um, Actually, in terms of things that I bought, I think that's it. Well, I mean, I got some screen protectors for my Huey on canvas because the one that I have has a big old, not a hole, but it's got a big old spot in the middle where you can tell like that's just where I've been drawing for the past 5 years. So I got some new ones for that, and hopefully it's a 3 pack. So hopefully I could just take one of them and put them on the Steam Deck because I hate devices with glossy screens. I hate in any part of the black void of the screen. I could just see myself because whenever you look at yourself in the mirror, you're always adjusting yourself like without even realizing it so that you look good. When you catch a glimpse of yourself in the reflection of your phone, you are complete like you look like how you look like just like every day, and you look bad, dude. You just look bad. So I'll be getting a glossy screen protector, or not glossy. Be getting a matte screen protector for that. And I know I literally just said don't bulk buy storage, but 25 bucks for a 10 pack of 16 gigabyte USB sticks, all for that because I'm always looking for a USB stick and I always have like 5 lying around that I am actively using and don't want to etch something permanently onto. So just having 10 of them lying around would be actually nice. So I bought a 10 pack of those because there's no way those are made here. And yeah, other than that, that's what I consider. Those are what I consider the bare essentials because I guess always need them, but I always hold off on buying them because I'm like, well, I don't need them right now, but I will in the future. Um, I don't need any of that stuff right now, but I will in the future. And in the future, some of that stuff is just completely 100% made in China, so that's just not going to you know, it's not gonna work out. Hear this? Did you hear about this? Apple flew in five, like the day that it happened, Apple flew in 5 cargo planes of iPhones from China over to here just to avoid the tariffs. Isn't that crazy? I wonder if any other companies doing that. Coffee break. Yeah, Steam Deck is coming in today. I'm quite excited about that. What if it got here and it was just like dog shit? Wouldn't that be so funny? I did order the cheapest one possible. Maybe I've already echoed this. I mean, I think I have echoed this. Why am I saying echoed? I think I've already talked about this. Steam Deck LCD 64 gigabyte. It is the lowest tier Steam Deck, but the great thing about the Steam Deck is they all have the same internals. The only thing that you could choose between is the screen, LCD or OLED, which are both fine. I mean, OLED is better, gives you better battery life, and it has deeper blacks and it looks nicer. But unless I'm holding them side to side, LCD will always just be fine for me. Especially when the cheapest OLED is 500 bucks and the cheapest refurbished LCD is 250. Like what? And storage, but storage is upgradable. I have a 256 gigabyte SD card just lying around here. That's plenty for stuff. I guess like the idea of a portable computer, and before you say laptop, yeah, I have a laptop, but one, it's got so many things plugged into it. It's basically a PC. Two, it has like an hour and a half battery life off the charge, and the charger is like 7 pounds. It's a giant brick. None of these are problems. I'm in love with my laptop. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would kiss it on the lips if it so inclined me to do so. However, that's not going to happen. Steam Deck, though, it's like way, way, way more portable, a little bit more battery life, and I don't know. I just think it's kind of neat. I was always, as a kid, fascinated by handhelds, DSs and stuff like that. I always wanted a PlayStation Portable. I love the little disc cartridges that they had. I like that people had like music on there and games and like movies and TV shows just like ready to go. I'm like, that's dope as hell. Steam Deck can literally do that because it's a computer. I want here's my dream. All of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I want all of Home Movies. And I want the first 3 or 4 seasons of Big Bang Theory all on my Steam Deck. My entire music library. I want Persona 5 Royal, Street Fighter 6, Zomboid, Mario Kart Double Dash, Wii, and 8. Yes, I need them all. And Wind Waker. And Tetris. And a cool wallpaper. And then after that, that's every single possible thing I could ever want on my Steam Deck with me on the go. Have all my music, have all my fucking cool movies and shit. And I just watch it whenever, have it in one big little handheld. I'd like to get a different, maybe launcher, mess around with. Ooh, back of my ear smells terrible. Things like that. I don't know, I'm just rambling on because I'm just running through what I'm going to do with my afternoon for today, which is take that out of the box and just start going ham. Just start going crazy. Going crazy. Going crazy. Going crazy.